At club level, you can have the ability to approve all of your members that register under the membership and approve members link. Any new members that have registered into your club will be listed here, with the club that they've registered into, the registration date, their Volleyball England ID, their name, date of birth, season, and the date that the registration was last updated. To approve this member, click the first icon on the right hand side, which is to accept or reject the member. The member approval process is broken down into 5 steps. The first one is the registration details, which will allow you to see the information that the member has submitted on their registration form. The next page will be their member history. The majority of your approvals, if you're just approving new members, member history is just going to include 1 season and 1 category. If the member has submitted an attachment, it will be shown here. If the member has any certifications, i.e. coaching awards or so on, they will appear here. And the final step is to approve your member. If everything looks correct with that member and you have no issues approving their registration, simply click active, scroll down and click save. If the member has some issue on their registration form that just needs to be amended, so for example this person has put in a date of birth of the current year or something like that, which is relatively common, you can put this member to a status of need more info. You can give them a reason that they need to log back into their account, you can notify them, and you can send them an email. You do have the option to personalize this a bit, so you can use your variables. And most importantly, your login URL, and continue to email, prompt them to log into their account and update the information. Again, click save. And if you do this at this point, you'll see the member is now in needs more info status. If that member logs into their account, updates the required information, they'll be back in an awaiting approval status. I have now done that. I'm just going to refresh the page. And you'll see now I'm back for approval again. Click to approve. I've amended my date of birth as requested, and I can now come back to the member approval. So the other 2 options here are rejected. This is an option that you should use sparingly, but it is for somebody who you know that for whatever reason should not be a member in your club. So you don't want to use rejected just for a mistake that somebody has made on their form. That is what the need more info option is for. Rejected is really for exceptional circumstances where you don't want this person in your club at all. The last option here is comment. Similar to the need more info in that it will save a comment here against the member, but it's not something that you need them to change on their registration form. It's something that they maybe need to do externally away from the system before you're ready to approve them. But it just updates their last updated date, saves a comment history here as well. Something that you'll probably rarely use, but just something to be aware of. As long as you're happy that everything with this registration is valid and is ready to be approved, just click the active button under your member approval, scroll down, click save. Your member is now active and is removed from your membership approval page. If you go back to home and go to view members, you'll see the member is now listed as an active member.